reason it gets stuck down in there, so we have to make sure it does not get all stuck down in there. Bring that up, scoop it off a little bit. Add a tad more milk, and then we add another scoop of cup of dry sugar to it. Now before the last cup goes in, I like to add the cocoa, which I add about a good actual tablespoon, maybe a little less.
2 tablespoons?
Yeah, 2 of them. And if you want it darker, more chocolatey, add more. This is good Bacardi rum, the dark rum. It's probably not in the dark rum bottle, but I like to add a good teaspoon of that in for the flavoring instead of using vanilla.
So butter, sugar, milk.
Vanilla flavoring, and then your milk.
Cocoa.
And cocoa, yeah. And you want to mix that up. And then when the last cup is in, I'll let the mixer run for a while to get it all nice and creamy. I don't just do it for a few seconds. And again, you run down your mixer, get it all up. And it's real stiff. So that honestly tells me I need a lot more milk. So I'm going to also add. And if you add too much milk, you can always add more sugar if you don't want your icing to be too runny, unless you're making that's what you want. And that's it. You just record it. This is 6 tablespoons of cocoa, and I measured it with an actual tablespoon measurement, and 2 tablespoons of oil. And you probably saw how kind of difficult and stiff it was. But the more you mix it, the creamier it gets. So don't add more oil or you'll ruin your icing for the chocolate eclair cake. And then it just gets creamier and exactly the way it's supposed to be. So I will use that, not in this recipe for the Nuss Torte, but for the chocolate eclair. And I'll set it off to the side for a moment while I get that bowl cleaned out and icing the Nuss Torte. If you want to record how it should look, how it should feel.
Back on.
Cleaning off the beaters. If you're a home cook, nothing like taking a bite of what you just made.
I got less than left on there still. I get it all.
Normally if the grandkids are here, they would eat it. And just make sure you get it all off the bottom real good. Make sure it's all mixed up. Off the sides as well. And this is about out. It's kind of stiff you want it, or unstiff. Take my fingers and it spreads. So it's going to spread on the cake real nice.
Butter, sugar.
Cocoa and flavoring.
It's
And
real,
milk.
very natural.
Yes. Well, natural as we know what today is. Put a lot of icing in the middle of my cake. Don't like a thin cover. Just icing the cake. They put a different layer on and I'm not that particular.
Don't you wish you had my mom here helping you?
I just wish that would be nice. A lot of phone calls, a lot of talking. Do you have this ready? Do you have that ready? What else do you need? Yeah, kind of miss them. Took the bottom layer of the first 9-inch and put it on the bottom of this one, or the top of this one. So that's what I like to do. Just kind of keep going with it. And if you feel like it's a little stiff, I'm kind of feeling like it might be a little stiff, you can always put some milk in a bowl and put it on. See how it goes. Anyway.
What is in your Nuss Torte?
What's in my Nuss Torte? You have butter, sugar, and then my brain just died. Put the butter in, you put the sugar in, and then you add the flour, the cake flour, the breadcrumbs, the nuts. Not really. 8 eggs. First comes the egg yolk, and then you mix the egg white separately. And after the main cake batter is mixed, and then you whipped up the egg white, you put that in and stir it in, or fold it in would be a better word. And you put it in your 2 9-inch pans, or whatever you want to put it in the 9x13 if you like. And you're probably forgetting an ingredient, but it's about all there is. Oh, vanilla. Put vanilla in that as well. So the cake itself has vanilla. The icing has rum. Something my mother-in-law taught me to do. And for years I made it with the wrong rum. She says it's use the good rum, not the weak rum. So learned that one. Always wonder why your icing taste or frosting tastes different than mine.
This is Adam's birthday cake.
Yes, it is. Some of his family members can't eat nuts, so I know that they won't make it because of the allergy, so I make it for him. Plus, it's Thanksgiving time, so the 2 crushed walnuts, ground walnuts, however you want to say it.
You know how much to put on, don't you?
Yeah, you know, some people don't like all that icing, so they won't use as much sugar, but you know, how often do you get a cake? How often do you really make a cake? This has got a lot of icing. Just bring it across. Now it's basically all decorated or finished. There we go. Like I said, I'm not a baker, so I'm not going to, I don't look for perfection. But it's definitely homemade. The end.